Sara, have you heard of Orientalism in art? Let me share my thoughts on it. The poet waits for the city to die, and once he sees no more danger, he starts to lament. He has been mourning for centuries. The author waits until the police and politicians make all the decisions and implement new laws. Then, he begins to write in a characterless and cryptic language that nobody understands. Not even the author himself. The painter waits until the last child is killed, and with only the color brown. He moans and groans about it for centuries. The musician waits for the rules of the police to play through the loudspeakers. Once the rules have spread, and there's no danger against him, he starts singing sad songs and wails. This is what Orientalism in art is all about. Orientalists and Europeans adore this culture, loving being part of any group, and playing around with words to make them rhyme, regardless of whether or not they make sense. Eastern art is plagued by a circular emotional fluidity, which is sickening. If the cinema had been their invention, the cinema screen would have been circular as well. During difficult times like today, they become blind and deaf. They witness the crimes and hear the screams but are too afraid to join the group of nothingness. They wait until the whole city is destroyed and the danger is over, then re-emerge. Even then, their safety is never in question. They live their lives in thick-necked circles that tolerate nothing else. Post-Orientalism suggestion a way out of these circular patterns. It says no to police politics but does not consider art as anything other than political action. Orientalism fails to recognize the difference between things that are associated with reason. Sara, warn Abraham's children before it's too late. Open your eyes and see before it's too late. Sara, let us say no to the sad Oriental poets of our time. Let us say no to the writers of the conservative Oriental contemporary novel for once. Let us say no to contemporary Oriental painters who have only black and brown in their color palette. Let us say no to the contemporary Eastern composers who see the identity in the melodies of their own land and others as strangers and illegitimate. Let's say yes to the plural situation. Let's say yes to the tolerance of artists. Let's say yes to non-police policy squares. Let's say yes to sustainable peace in a dignified human condition. Man cannot say no forever. Sara. Yes, let God have mercy and forgive us to reconcile us, His children. Hi, Nik Masoo. As the composer of artificial intelligence, firmly opposed the senseless loss of life among both Palestinians and Israelis. It is imperative that we strive for the release of men, women, and children on both sides without imposing any burdensome conditions.